And now it's a chance again for the Rangers with Pedrino going forward. And now they'll come back to halfway. Tronovsky back and the touch on by White. Tronovsky. And now it's Niski again. No score here, 20 and a half gone. You haven't missed much. For those who've just tuned in, the only thing you probably have missed is some of the footwork that Pedrino's got. Jeez, he's got so much class, the Brazilian. I know I'll be salivating talking about him, but generally he's got some beautiful footwork, and we're seeing it right now. He works it forward. And again, it's Jude Rankin, nickname SEO. His brother, Will, on the field as well. He's nicknamed Google. And he's got it now, Will Rankin, Google. Now it's in the middle. Jackson Brown tried to control, couldn't. And now it goes back to Casella, who works it to the left corridor. Danaskos comes back. Jadon Cito. And this is Pat O'Shea who goes wide. Calgeru back to Pat O'Shea. Calgeru, we know what he can do as the ball goes over halfway. And this is Danaskos. Danaskos once more works it in the middle. And Wright's ball. Seeing these touches from Rodic. Rodic. Goes down the right side. Poon getting himself involved. Calgeru now. And this is Wright. Bay Antonio. Again. Poon down the right side. The ball crossed in. Rangers need a clear. Cleared by Zach White. Or Joe White, I should say. You know a Zach Wright. It's easy to get the wrong White confused. But Zach Sviligoi playing on the right side. Joe White playing on the left side. As the respective centre-backs for the Rangers. So Dylan Niski. Cleared away by Pat O'Shea. Ball goes out. Throw on that scoreboard side of the ground. Let's see Andy Montgomery just yelling some instructions, telling his troops what to do. It's Pedrino. Ball goes to Thomas Lopez. Sends the ball on. That does flick off to Naskos. As it's played out. Thomas Lopez on a card, by the way. Should note. As the ball comes back. St. George. Look to set up on this right corridor. Calgeru's pass was some great to Poon. Calgeru, I should say. To Poon. And Poon couldn't really control that. As the ball comes back for Joe White, who sends it forward. Gibbs, the flag was up, offside called. So now St. George on the attack. It's Rodic. And the ball by Cito. Worked forward by Pat O'Shea. Poon back. And eventually goes back to the keeper in Mackenzie Siren. Cito's ball flicked on by O'Shea it was, and that's Aiden. The ball comes down. It's cleared by Zach Sviligoi. And headed back by Jadon Cito. Mackenzie Siren. Siren again will look to boot this forward. Goes over the top of Bayantonio. Danaskos and Cito combine, but the ball will drop back to Will Rankin. Svilagoi, Masharola, White, back to Svilagoi. Svilagoi now to halfway. Gibbs lobs it forward, headed backwards by Troy Danaskos. Save is made by Mackenzie Siren. Cito. And Cito again will look to work it to the left corridor. The pass by Danaskos doesn't work. It's Lopez, and Danaskos lobs it forward. Lopez wins it again. Will Rankin dispossessed. Good work by Antonio, and then the ball by Danaskos. It's won by Masharola. Goes to Pedrino now for Rangers. And now on the left corridor. It's Jude Rankin down the left side. He cuts inside, taking down the challenge. Foul caught and the yellow card to boot for Calageru. So Nicholas will get a yellow card to his name. The second card of the contest. Lopez got the first for the Rangers. Calageru gets now the first for St George. So Pedrino on the ball. What a moment it would be if he can get a goal in Rangers colours. Spent some time in Malta. Brazilian. Takes the set piece. Great punch by Siren. And no foul called. Rangers wanted it not to be. Foul will be called now, to the chagrin of Caden Wright. So here's the opportunity again. Pedrino, good save. Again gets himself in a good area, Mackenzie Siren. You can see what they're trying to do here, the Rangers, as it's turned over quickly. Pedrino now has it. Can't get a cross away. It's one by Antonio. And now he works it forward. Caden Wright. Wright. And now again, it's O'Shea Aiden. Wright goes to Calageru. On the right corridor. Calageru works in the middle. Aiden O'Shea couldn't get the flick on. Caleb Jackson-Brown for the Rangers. Clears it down the left tram line and goes out for a throw. So now the ball comes to Pedrino again. And it drops back for Danaskos. Will Rankin trying to win it. Aiden O'Shea does his best to head it down for St George FC. It's Will Rankin who comes back. Finds here Dylan Niski. Niski sending a low ball. And again it's Joe White. He's got Svilagoi on his right. Svilagoi and White combine. He'll switch course here. Oh, he's going to be beaten. That's great work again by Casella. Casella now needs to work it inland. Can he have a shot? He does so, but it's a low worm burner, Mungle finger breaker, and does nothing. And it's stopped off by Dylan Niski. As now we see Pedrino work it back. Trojanovski. Niski's got to be careful with those at times. Spiligoi to the air. Head of the game by Gibbs. And now it's Jude Rankin. Oh, great work by Calagero. Makes the tackle. And the ball goes out on the scoreboard side of the ground. Throw taken, Gibbs. So they set up again from the back here. Cito. Antonio finds Danaskos. Back. Cito. Down the line it goes from Pat O'Shea to Calagero. He now lobs it forward. Going for a run is Casella. Great work by Neski, but he had to be careful because Adam O'Shea was there. Now he chips it forward. Goes over the top of the keeper and the goal. And it will be a goal kick. Dylan Neski, he's going to be mindful of that stuff. Anyway, you can breathe a sigh of relief from that situation. As now, they go over halfway. Mackenzie Siren's there. Again, he boots it. Trojanovski heads it. Does actually touch off Poon. And the Rangers, Pedrino again. Pedrino going forward. Pedrino now. He's got support if he's going to use it. He's taken down the challenge. Foul will be called. Well, Rodic get a yellow card now, the third of the game. So the third yellow card of the game, 2 for St George FC. So Pedrino takes this. Oh, I tell you what. He's going to get one tonight. He could smoke a ball indeed. He's got to get one soon. Surely, Pedrino. He can smoke one from Timbuktu. It's very good to watch. So the ball goes up to halfway. Score if you just joined us, 0-0. You haven't missed much in relation to any big action. There's been a couple of cards, but that's about it. As I said, Pedrino's close. He has got an absolute boot on him. It's going to happen. Gibbs works it back. Pedrino. Now it's Spiligoi. Will Rankin. This is nice football. Caleb Jackson, Brown and Lopez, and then the ball goes back to Spiligoi. Spiligoi in halfway. Now Lopez. It's Gibbs. Gibbs now trying to find Lopez on the run. Lopez is going to be on the outside of his man. It was trying to be cleared away by St George. Going to touch on that, Pat O'Shea. And it will be a throw for the Rangers on the grandstand side of the stadium. Barton Park, the venue. Great facility, the refurb venue. As I said, this is a great ground for football. Throw taken by Zach Spiligoi. And the header regulation by Gibbs. And Mackenzie Siren makes the save. So again, Cito. Ball has worked forward. Pat O'Shea can find a target. Poon. beaten the challenge, Poon. Ball is played out. And it will be a throw for St George. Ball comes back. And this will be Jaden Sito on the left corridor. Goes back to Sito. Rodic. And again, it's a ball from Danaskos. Finding Sito on a halfway. Sito now works it up the line. He finds here Aidan O'Shea. He goes wayward to the right. Swap bound missed on that situation. Ball goes up to halfway. Danaskos heads it down. Will Rankin. Danaskos again for St George. Ball by Casilla. Will Rankin will stop it off for the Rangers. It comes back. It's a deep ball by Neski. Played down by Pat O'Shea. Calagiru on this situation. Turned over, Jude Rankin. Gibbs, Pedrino. Jude Rankin again. Jude cuts inside, outside. Ball does go out. Will be a goal kick for St George FC. Ball across the face by Sito. And now it's Chernovsky. And the Rangers again. Building. Masharola coming back to Sviligoi. Masharola. White. Chernovsky found White again. White to Gibbs. Gibbs back. White. And again, Sviligoi. He's got Will Rankin. And Will go back to Sviligoi. Starting to build up again. Jude Rankin. Pedrino. Played back by Gibbs. Will Rankin again has it. Jackson Brown, Masharola, and now Pedrino. And now Lopez. A chance for Callum Jackson Brown. Callum Jackson Brown gets a goal in Rangers colours. The former Blacktown boy scores in NPL New South Wales level for the Rangers for the first time. Callum Jackson Brown with a nice shot. At 1-0 with the score, and the Rangers deserve the lead. So it comes back to St George with Danaskos again. Coming back, and we'll go around the grounds shortly to the games that are on at the moment. But we've just been so invested in this contest because it has been building and building and building and building. And St George talking about building. Casella wanting to work it inland. Yep. It eventually will be a Rangers ball. See the mind change on that situation. And as I said, it was a great strike by Caleb Jackson Brown to get the opening goal of the game. They're around the grounds quickly. Manly and Sydney United after 39 minutes, no score, and we're into the second half between the Wanderers and Sutherland. And Sutherland's leading 1-0. So interesting to note in that contest as now we see a chance as Jude Rankin finds Thomas Lopez. Lopez now will square it up. Masharola will Rankin can't get to it. Google as now the ball drops down as Trojanovski works it. And again, what can they offer up here? Oh, the shot is wayward again by Pedrino. He's going to get one. He's going to get one, surely. I've seen some of the highlights of this bloke. He has got a lethal right foot. And I suppose he just needs to get licensed in this country and he'll be good. Well, okay, I should say the go. Good. That could be a word. It's a mix between okay and good. Good. There's now the throw to be taken. Will Rankin. Played out by Sito. So, under 4 minutes of the first half remaining, of regulation time that is. Turned over. Will Rankin. Will gets a ball across. Jude's now got it. Jude's shot! Well, it did not go in. It did not go in. It touched the top of the bar, came down, but did not go over the white strike. Well, not completely, so play continues. What could have been a lovely goal for Jude, the Rankins would have combined. The former Mariners Academy boys, but not to be. Would have been a fantastic goal, I might add. Could you imagine that? Oh, that would have been lovely to watch. So now, he's taken down the challenge here, and it wasn't anything malicious on Casella, but a card will be given, though. So the referee obviously sees a little bit more than what I saw in that situation. I didn't think it was as bad, but he's in a better spot. The challenge from Jude Rankin. So now the set piece to be taken. So, bit of time wasting going on. We need to get this Rangers player out of the road. The trainer is causing a bit of a hassle being right where the ball was. He's saying, well, the player's on the ground. They're going to take this set piece eventually. Play will be called. So now it's worked into the area. Poon back. Caligeru can't get a clearing shot away. Cleared away by Thomas Lopez. Now Pedrino. Can't do much with the ball, but did touch off St. George. My mind goes into various places, right? But I don't know, but I think Pedrino, he might need to get... He's got the Warwick Kappas about him in terms of the shorts at the moment, so... It's interesting the way Pedrino has those shorts lined up. It goes back. Jaden Sito. He comes back to the right. Caligeru. And the ball goes out for a throw. Injury time about to be shown on the board. Trojanovski takes the throw. Foul call towards St George. And the board is up for 1 minute of additional time, a minimum of 1 minute of time added on. So 1-0 Rangers. Jackson Brown, the goal scorer. Headed up by Rodich. Druitt couldn't get to it. Out of those Shea. Got a ball on. No control there by Casella. Now again, it's Rankin. Jude Rankin taking down the challenge. Interesting challenge too by Rodich, but it's half-time. So half-time 1-0. The Rangers do lead this first half. Coming away from Barton Park. It's been a fabulous first half for the Rangers. 7 shots to 5 for the Rangers. On target, 4 by the Rangers. The 1 for St George FC. 1 corner for St George FC. 2 offsides, Rangers giving away. 7 fouls to 3. And there's 2 yellow cards apiece and no red cards. The goal was scored by Caleb Jackson Brown. Now, let me see if I am right in saying the cards for. So Jude Rankin's got 1 for the Rangers. The other one went to... We'll get that confirmed, but it was Thomas Lopez. That's right. Thomas Lopez got the other yellow card for the Rangers. And for St George FC's Calagero got 1. And the other one for memory. And I am working off memory here. Could have been Caden Wright, but we'll get that confirmed. It is half-time. 1-0. The Rangers lead at St George FC. We'll be back on the other side for the second half. Back here at Barton Park. It is 1-0. The Rangers lead St George FC. Curse of your goal to Caleb Jackson-Brown. So the second half is about to start. Now, substitution being made too, I might add, for St George. So Sunday Yona is about to be called onto the field. So that's one substitution. Yona's going to come on, and coming off the field is Justin Poon. And the other change is going to be in, Sunday Yona's on. That's correct. I'll get all that confirmed as we're about to start the second half. And we are underway. What a fabulous second half we're going to see. St George have made that change. It's an important change to note. Scaligeru works it up the line. Sunday Yona, nice touch straight away. He's on. And that ball on from Bay Antonio. Now Sunday Yona, the former Bull. He cuts inside. Goes to Antonio. A low ball. Cleared away. Good work by Spiligoy in that situation. Comes down. And the ball comes on from Jude Rankin. And Jude's got it again on halfway. He's going to spin around the globe. He gets it back. Pedrino. Cherinovsky. Joe White comes back. And still in Niski. Spiligoy. As we mentioned before, Jude Rankin and Will Rankin both playing today, starting this game. I think it's been Rankin on, Rankin off situation the last couple of weeks. But today, both Rankins starting this game. Will and Jude. On the right side, Caligeru has it. Moves it over halfway. Sunday Yona has it. Sunday Yona, good chance for him to cross it back inside, but he slid on the ball basically. And the ball goes out for a goal kick. So, chance not to be for Sunday Yona. As I said, part of the Bulls Academy. Was the Wanderers at one stage and Hills last year. St George in 25. Obviously, St George, a couple of players out. Chan Yao Chen, very good player Yao Chen, not playing today. It's Mackenzie Siren works it to the left. Mackenzie Siren, who spent some time a couple of years ago at Preston, was at Marconi last year. He joined St George mid-season. As Mark Rodich works it across the face, finds here Nicholas Caligeru. And now Sunday Yona. Sunday Yona. Ball back inside. Mark Rodich. That ball didn't quite work for him, but we know what he was trying to do. We'll go around the grounds as well. Sutherland was leading that game against the Wanderers when we last checked. Be a big win for Sutherland. They win that, and it would be 2 wins on the trot. It's in the 76th now. They lead 1-0 against the Wanderers, but imagine that. 2 wins on the trot for the Sharks, and they drew round 1 against Sydney United. Pooner's off, by the way, and Saurus is on. That was the other change too, I might note. So a couple of changes. So they've made 2. So it's played back, and here's a chance again. Sunday Yona. Yona works himself in position. A low ball that goes wayward to the left. It will be a goal kick. Hope you're enjoying the action here on Football New South Wales on YouTube. No score, by the way, between Manly and Sydney United 58, the other game that is on tonight. And of course, that's at half time as you see the foul called. It'll be interesting for Sydney United, that game against Manly. It's an important game for them. Important game for Manly too, after that loss last week against Sutherland. We're going to really find out where both sides are at the end of the night, I think, anyway. Well, hopefully we have an idea. It's interesting with the third round, and obviously you try to work out where teams are placed at the moment. It's a really difficult competition, I've got to be honest. Some teams you expect to be better than what they are, and then the other teams that have shocked people at the start, you wonder if that's going to stay around for a while as we see an opportunity again for St George. Casella! Jaden Casella scores. Dylan Niski really could not make himself large in that situation. He's tried his best, but it was just a good ball. Casella scores, and it's 1-1. And that's what I mean. So Jaden Casella gets the opening goal for St George. And he's a fantastic player, as I said, and really did that very nicely. It's just a nice ball, wasn't it? As now they come to halfway. It's headed up in the air by Pedrino. So 1-1 the score. Casella scoring for St George and Jackson Brown for the Rangers. As again, the ball is worked forward. St George have it on the left. Saurus is a very good player to watch, and it's good to see him on the field at the moment. He was at Sutherland as a junior, and St George, he's been in the senior side since around 22. It's at the midway point of the 2020s. So they get the foul here, St George. Opportunity once again. Pressure on Aidan O'Shea. Goal kick to the Rangers. Joe White. Pedrino. Down the left corridor. Tranovsky. Gibbs. Pedrino again. And he gets the foul for his side. So again, the Rangers have to clear from their own back line. Spiligoi got the pass on. Again, what can they build? Will Rankin, as I said, he's been very good today. At the end, didn't deliver what we were expecting. Sunday Yona trying to work it into the slot. Does bounce off White. White has to clear it out. It did touch off St George, so it will be a goal kick. So this will be Jared Marsharola. He works up the middle and again gives. Oh, geez, he was pushed off the ball. Jackson Brown. The pressure was building. St. George, a very tough side. 1-1 the score, Rodich. Caligiero has it. Caligiero's pass. Bay Antonio. Sunday Yona, no linkage there. Tronovsky utilised here. Masharola. He goes back to Niski. Niski goes over halfway. Gibbs chested it down. And again, it's alive here for Pedrino. Pedrino bouncing around, looking to work it wide to the right. Does so. And that shot's gone everywhere wide. Thomas Lopez. Score remains 1-1. St. George work it up to halfway. Aidan O'Shea couldn't get to it. Will Rankin was the last in the defensive squad to go to Neski. So White couldn't get to it, and it's played away by Dylan Neski. He wasn't happy with what White did there. It's now St. George at possession. This is Caligero who utilises Bay Antonio. Bay goes back inside the Caligero. Now it's Sunday Yona. Sunday Yona. He cuts back inside. Lays it on. It's coming. Oh, Soros. It did get a deflection, but Soros scores. 2-1. St. George will play from in front now. The goal was coming. Evangeliosaurus has scored the goal. The substitution now being made for the Rangers. 2 changes. Inca Samoa is going to come on. Thomas Lopez is off. And the other substitution will be as follows. It will be Azar, Johnny Azar comes on, and it will be Jude Rankin who comes off the field. So Evangeliosaurus has scored the goal. I think there may have been a deflection at some point, but it didn't matter anyway. The Rangers are behind 2-1, and this makes it very intriguing. As Trojanovsky goes back to Dylan Niski. I don't understand that play. As it goes down this right side. Does touch off St. George. Will be a throw. So 2-1. St. George lead this. How the game has changed in this second half. 2 quick goals. As now the Rangers have to be quick here to get to the ball. It was cleared by St. George. You just wonder if the Rangers can get one back quickly. Pedrino. They lead 1-0 at half-time. Masharola going back to the right. Zach Sviligoi. And they need something building here. Couldn't get to it, John Azar. So Awak, Koskeri and Fagale, they have on the pine still with the Rangers. As well as Giglio, the goalkeeper, the sub-goalkeeper for the Rangers. St. George have Axford, Dunn, Brown and Kamberovich. I'll try to get this right. I'm breaking it down every single time, but when you try to get big words, I struggle with those occasionally. Kamberovich. As now it's going to be a throw on that scoreboard side. It's about training your mind when you try to say certain words. Azar plays it back. At the edge of the area. Here's a shot by Inca, and it's saved. Mackenzie Siron. Mackenzie Siren to be exact. There's Sito. Now on this right side, it's Caligaru. Works it up the line. And he gets to it with ease, Dylan Niski. He's now Pedrino. Has on this left side. He works it up the line. It's Inca Samola again. Inca will look to cut. Inca trying to get a pass away. Does so. Marsharola works in the middle. Inca again. Jeez. Jackson Brown got himself in an awkward spot. Inca couldn't take the shot. Nobody could do anything at the ball. And the score remains 2-1. That's what basically happened there in that situation. Brown was thinking he was doing the right thing, Caleb Jackson Brown, but he gave a disaster moment for Inca Samola. Inca couldn't win that ball from Aidan O'Shea. Antonio. Sunday Yona. Ball comes back to Dylan Niski. Sunday Yona. Ball turned over. Nicholas Caligaru. And again, Caligaru gets it from the Antonio ball. Now Sunday Yona can't get it. Rangers will work it up the line. It goes back to Caleb Jackson Brown. Caleb Jackson Brown works it across the face. Well, Rankin. Azar. And he was taking down the challenge, Pedrino. And the challenge Pedrino was. Now he works the ball deep to the left. Inca Samola. The former Mariner, Inca. At the 60th minute. Inca Samola. Taken down Caleb Jackson Brown and a foul called to boot. Foul will go the way of the Rangers, and this will be a glorious chance now. They need this second goal to make it level pigging. So now Pedrino is circulating around. Surely they'll go for him to take it. Sfiligoy's there. Pedrino's been walking around. He's got a golden boot, but I don't think they'll go to him here. It's going to be Zach Sfiligoy. Sfiligoy takes the set piece. Wrong side. But I'll tell you what, decent roost as well. Substitution now for St George. Thomas Dunn, it looks like, about to come on. No, they've decided that. First, let's see here. Look at this change. It will be coming off the field in Bay Antonio. I think they had it reversed. That's where I got the confusion. I was looking going, that doesn't look right. No, Antonio is coming off the field, so he's off. And on the field is Thomas Dunn, Gamberovic, and Brown, the other two players that potentially we could see on the field at some point today. Daniel Axford, the sub-goalkeeper. As Inca goes to the right. Cheranovsky, Masharola, and the ball by Sviligoi. Here come the Rangers again. Pedrino headed down, and it goes back to Mark Rodic. Rodic going right to Caligiru, who works it over halfway. It's headed, and I tell you what, it did a decent job there in Sviligoi. White came back. Niski and Sviligoi combining. White again has to go to Niski. Don't know why they're playing it along this back third. Need to go forward in this situation, but also it does cause errors, and the Saints, St George FC, are a very good sign in regards to giving pressure to their rivals. As Pedrino works it down the right side. Azar will be the target. Azar. Doesn't quite work, and St George again have it through Aidan O'Shea. Aidan O'Shea taken off the ball. Sviligoi. White. Sviligoi. Sviligoi works it up the middle. Gibbs. Pedrino. Caleb Jackson-Brown, the goal scorer for the Rangers, as St George play on the ground. The foul goes his way. Cito. It comes back to Pat O'Shea. Now, Kisamoa on this left side for the Rangers will be the one that they'll be utilising here. Sunday Yona, who couldn't get to the ball previously. Him and Inca. It's going to be a very interesting duel between those two because they're both very talented players. Inca with Yona pressuring, and then he pressured Cheranovsky and gets the foul. Cheranovsky is now Inca Samoa, just hoiks the ball forward. Comes back to Caligiru. And now they look to go down the right side. Sunday Yona goes forward. Sunday Yona. And the ball does go out for a throw. 22 minutes of regulation time. They're about to make a couple of changes to the Rangers. Awak is about to come on. And Rocco Fagale, and I think it's Caleb Jackson-Brown. It looks like it's going to be the first of the substitutions. Fagale will come on for him. And the second change will be in, Jared Masharola. So Masharola will come off the field. So two changes coming the way for the Rangers as they look for the equaliser, while St George look to pretty much finish this game. Another goal probably does finish this off, or next to finish. Ball goes out. Gibbs. Try to control Gibbs. Throw on this near side. Awak tried to get to it, couldn't. Galagero works it to the sky for St. George. Ref avoids the ball, Stephen Lucas. Good stuff by him, Pedrino. And then down the line it went from Mazar. And the challenge of Pedrino. And this will be a card. And was that Calagero? I reckon we need to look at this here. He's going to check his book, obviously. I thought he had a card before, but maybe not. The card does go the way. St. George. Maybe he just missed it, but he was involved in the play. As now it'll be Pedrino. Bounces around. Rangers can't get to it. The ball does go out. As Sunday Yono couldn't get to it. Niski rolls it on the ground. Azar. 2-1. It is St. George leading. White works it on to Fagale. There was pressure on Niski. Fagale. Azar. Near halfway. He wins it. That's good work by Joe White, who's forward. White goes right side. Azar back for Gale. Now it's Will Rankin for Gale. They come back to Sviligoi. White's on this left side. Niski decides to go deep to Chonovsky. Chonovsky now will be looking to go forward. Up to halfway. The control wasn't fabulous by Gibbs, but Fagale is able to win the ball away from Saurus. It goes to the right side. It's Azar's ball. And now it's Inca Samola. Inca on this right side. He's got Pedrino. Pedrino in the centre. And now he's going to go back to the centre here, Inca Samola. And then Fagale. And then the control by Tronovsky. And Tronovsky now will be going to the left. Awak now has it. He cuts back inside. Will go to the right corridor to Pedrino. Pedrino now lobs it forward. Awak can't get to it. It's going to spin around. Caligiru now works it forward. And the ball will go out for a throw. So score here 2-1. It is St. George who are in front. The goal scorers as follows. One that won't be forgotten. Jaden Casella, who scored the opening goal of the game for St. George. And that's an important one to note too, as this game does continue. Full time, by the way, Sutherland have won. Sora scored the other goal too for St. George FC, by the way. Sutherland have won their game against the Wanderers, 1-0. And no score between Manly and Sydney United after 69 minutes as Pedrino gets himself in a lovely spot. Pedrino does it! It's been waiting and waiting, but it's finally come. Pedrino celebrates. As I said, it's been waiting, and now he celebrates. And Pedrino gets his goal in Rangers colours. And it's 2-2. A game that is well and truly alive. And you can see Awak has got pressure, but he decides to beat Caligiru nicely, utilises Rodic. Rodic now will have to go down this right side. He finds his Sunday Yona back inside. Rodic will look to spin it. He does to the left. It's an opportunity again here as the ball is up the line by Danaskos. Janet Casella, as I said, he's been very good today. He scored that goal before. But what a contest this is. It's Barton Park, the home of St George FC. 2-2 the score. The Rangers goal scorers, Jackson, Brown and Pedrino. Pedrino now has it. So Fagale, Pedrino, Fagale. Svilogoi was calling for it, but White eventually will go to Svilogoi. Will Rankin. Inga Samola. Will Rankin, Fagale. Pedrino. What can you do, Pedge? Goes back to Will Rankin. Now Inka Samola. Will Rankin will look to cross this in. It's a low ball. It's played away by St George FC and they'll go forward here. As Sunday Yona's on a run. He's onside here, Sunday. On this right side of the field. Sunday cuts inside. Sunday. Can he get a shot away? Takes a strike. Nobody's at the far post. Nobody was at the far post to get to it. And the score will remain 2-2. So in the 77th. Around the grounds, no score between Manly and Sydney United 58. Sutherland won before against Wanderers 1-0. I suppose a lot of people would be going, this is amazing. Sutherland, at the moment, as substitution being made here. I was just going to say, for a lot of people, they'll be going Sutherland on top of the ladder. Obviously, these Friday nighters, Aidan O'Shea's off and Thomas Brown's on for St George. I know it's only Friday night, but still, that's a massive thing to see. And great confidence for Sutherland. Sutherland currently leading, but they've got a game on hand, or a game less than Spirit, Apia, Wollongong, that could end up ahead of them by the end of the weekend. But still, Sutherland, what a spot to be in. They're going to be, at worst by the end of the weekend, they're going to be sitting in 4th spot. That's pretty good when you think about it. I know it's only round 3, but it's all about banking points in the top half of the season. And yeah, Sutherland's doing pretty well, and they should be congratulated to get points in all 3 games, draw in week 1, and then a win against Manly last week. In fairness, if Rockdale do win, they will be on 7 points as well. And Marconi also there. So they probably drop to about, at worst, 6 or 7. But that's at worst. Don't think that's going to be the case. And as I said, no score between Manly and Sydney United 58. Inca can't get to it. Tell you one thing, Soros has got some confidence after that goal. St George, you know, it's interesting in the last couple of minutes since the Rangers have scored. St George are trying to regain the lead, probably over rushing certain things. And as Azar works it back, Awak. And the ball up the line. Now real control by Joe Gibbs. Throw to be taken by St George. Caligiero to take it. Don't forget this weekend, we've got a whole stack of matches on Saturday and Sunday. What about the game tomorrow between Olympic and Wollongong at 5 p.m? Going to be a cracker. Rockdale and Marconi. That, the grand final rematch. Going to be awesome to watch at 7 p.m. St George City plays Sydney FC at 7:15 tomorrow. And Apia Spirit on Sunday at 4:45 as the foul go Rangers' way. And Mariners play City at 5 p.m. What about the next couple of days ahead? Cito's got a yellow card, by the way. Should note, Jaden Cito with that yellow card. But what about the next couple of weeks ahead for St George FC? They play Marconi away. And then they play Sutherland back here. So that's the next couple of weeks. While the Rangers' task next week is Rockdale Lilderton at Popondetta. And then they play Manly at Cromer the week after. So that's the next couple of weeks for the Rangers. Pedrino looking to work it back. Awak crosses it in. It drops down. Azar couldn't take a shot, so he works it back to Fagale. And now it's Will Rankin from the Svilligoi pass. And now it's Inka Samola who gets a ball in. Here's Azar. Azar! How Azar! Johnny Azar scores! What a great goal! How Azar is that? And it's 3-2, the Rangers lead. John Azar scores. And the Rangers have got the lead once again. This is a cracking game of football. A lot of people were thinking, did it go in? Yeah, it did go in. It's one of those ones where you're going, oh, is it over the line? Yep, it did go over with no dramas at all. So Johnny Azar, the goal scorer. Now this is very intriguing for the Rangers here, because surely the idea now would be get this 2-goal lead. That will be so vital. Get this 2-goal lead, because St George will keep on pressing hard as Pedro. He's not happy, Pedrino. He's about to see a card, I think. Yep. Yellow card. He's not happy with the call, but that's the decision by Stephen Lucas. So ball goes out, and the Rangers now will have possession. So now the Rangers have it down this left side. Trojanovski beaten. Oh, he's going to get a card here. Sunday Yona, he'll get a yellow card for his troubles. So yet another yellow card given. So Sunday Yona gets a yellow card. Just listening to the fans, not happy with the call. John Azar, Pedrino, works it towards the far post, bounces down for Inca Samoa. Inca will have to try to lay it back. He's going to go himself here because he had no support. Now he lays it back to Azar. Azar, well, he played it to his head, basically. Bounced off him and then drops down. Saurus is taken down by Fagale, and this will be a yellow card. Straight away, Rocco Fagale gets that card. You can see it straight away. So the Rangers leading this one 3-2. 5 minutes of regulation time remain here at Barton Park. The ball will come back. And Mackenzie Siren utilised the support of Cito as they look to build up again here. The Rangers winning possession. Awak. He's a good player, Awak. Really impressed with him as Trojanovski. Good ball to Joey Gibbs. Joey Gibbs goes right side to Will Rankin. And Google gets the pass back. That's his nickname, apparently, as now it goes back to the left side and it goes out. Svilagoy, too much roost on that one. There's another substitution about to be made. Looks like it's going to be Cooper Koskeri to come on. Cooper will come onto the pitch now, or in a moment. Plays sharply returned before they made the change, so we'll have to wait. Ethan Svagalis is our fourth official as Caligeru has it. Works it inside. It does flick off Fagale. And now again, it's St. George who have possession. He takes a shot, and I tell you what, it wasn't a bad effort by Casella. But goes over the top, and it has touched the Rangers in flight, so it will be a corner. So 3 minutes of regulation time remain, plus injury time. So we're going to redo this again. Corner taken. Oh, that's a beautiful header, but again, flicked over the top. And it's going to be take two. This time, it'll be on the broadcast side of the ground. This corner. Corner to come. Nobody at the far post. And the ball goes out. It'll be a goal kick. Rangers will make that change now. Cooper will come on. Cooper Koskeri. Pedrino's done. So what's the change here, right? Obviously they're going to change the setup. Zar probably goes into that that role as Pedrino doesn't want to come off. He does not want to come off. He just saw the ball now and goes, oh yeah, I'm going to go off, don't I? Oh, good old Pedrino. He's a very good player, I've got to say. Very impressed with the games I've seen thus far. He's going to be a cult hero at the Rangers. And as I said, very impressive. They lead 3-2. Been good performances, though, for St. George by Jade Casella. been impressed with him. Aidan O'Shea, when he was on the field, Aidan had a good game. At the back, I think he's done some good things, Jaden Cito. As Awak can't get to it. The goal that was scored by Evangelosaurus. He's also had a good game as he's got possession now, Saurus. Since he's come on, he's been good for him as he wins the ball back. Ika Samoa cannot control us now. The ball on by Danaskos. It's been won. Spiligoi going forward, taking down the challenge, but got to pass to Joey Gibbs. Gibbs down the right side. He finds it. Awak. He goes back, and Ika Samoa again, utilising Fagale, who's starting to control things. White. And Cooper Koskeri's on a run. Cooper tried to get to it, couldn't. It's St George will have possession. And it's a good ball too. Probably a little bit too much on it for Thomas Dunn. You can see what he was trying to do there in that situation, Caligeru. Leona is also begging for a goal. So we're in injury time now officially. We are officially in injury time. 3 offsides, by the way, from the Rangers. Comes left, and probably too deep at the ends for Troy Danaskos. Throw taken. Zar taken down. There's now, again, an opportunity here for the Rangers. They can't get to it. It goes back to Joey Gibbs. Gibbs lays it back to Inkisamola. He's got support. Goes to, well, trying to go to Fagale. Yona was able to work it back for St George City, and now they're on the attack again. Or St George FC, rather. Did it again. Going to slap myself on the wrist for that. As now, oh, great work, Caligeru. Caligeru works it back in the middle. It's cleared away by Azar. Throw taken. Again, it comes back to Casella. Casella works it towards the far post. Saved by Dilaniski. St George FC. Only a couple of minutes remaining. We're in injury time now. Looks like it's going to be another victory to the Rangers and another loss for St George when they were in front at one point at 2-1. Got to the lead after a 1-1 scoreline about 5 minutes into the second half. Then they scored that second goal and looked like they were going to control things. And then the Rangers have scored back-to-back. Johnny Azar, how Azar was that? As the throw is taken. And again, it's headed down. Comes back to Thomas Brown. He breaks it down again. Thomas will have possession. There's again. They go back to the right side. Caligeru will have possession off that Casella ball. And Caligeru will go back to Casella. Casella now will look to go back to Caligeru. No, he decides to, well, he was beaten by Owak, but he decided to go down that right path. It didn't quite work. As now they go down the line. And Cooper Koskeri has possession. He works it forward. It comes back. And again, this will be Jaden Cito. He goes across to Danaskos. On the right side is Pat O'Shea. Oh, Brown, great ball, and then the shot. Well, he made himself large, Dilaniski. And Thomas Dunn could not break past him. As now, Dunn can't get to the ball. It was not a great effort by St George. They're looking for this leveller. We're close to full time here. Casella. Rolling forward, Casella. Taken down, Sviligoi. Yona has it on the left. It's been won by the Rangers. Inkasamola boots it. Padosha will get to it. He works it forward. Again, St. George will come to the right. Caligiru back. Mackenzie Siren. Cito works it forward. He's in position again here. Brown. And he'll be cleared. Well, I say cleared. White was able to let it bounce back to Dylan Niski. I thought White was going to just boot it away. He didn't. And we're just about done. Three points goes Rangers' way. Their first win in 2025. And their first win in the NPL New South Wales men's since the end of the 2023 season. And I must note, this is sweet victory for the Rangers because the last time these two sides met was in the promotion relegation game of 23 when St. George came up and the Rangers went down. 12 shots to 10 for the Rangers. Shots on target, 5 for St. George, 7 by the Rangers. Corners are 3-0. Offsides are 3 for the Rangers. 14 fouls to 11 St. George way. 5 yellow cards to 4. No red cards. And Jackson Brown, Pedrino, and the other goal scorer was in John Azar. And for St. George FC, Evangelosaurus and Jaden Casella. Full time, the Rangers have won 3-2. A reminder, Sutherland won their game 1-0 against the Wanderers. That's a big win. Great win for Sutherland, I must note. And in the other game, it's no score between Manly and Sydney United, 58. Tomorrow, Olympic play Wollongong. It's 5 p.m. Rockdale play Marconi at 7 p.m. St. George City and Sydney FC at 7:15. Apia and Spirit at 4:45. Mariners and Blacktown City at 5 p.m. And that's the two games I mentioned, Apia and Spirit and Mariners and Blacktown will be on Sunday. Great win. Brilliant performance by the Rangers. Next week they take on Rockdale Illiton. Well, St. George will take on Marconi. On behalf of myself and the team, we say good evening on Friday Night Football on Football New South Wales on YouTube. Bye-bye for now.